extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, 37 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Switch.
Now it's Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 5. Will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. On first down, it's Samuels. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Samuels. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Switch up.
On 2nd down, Richard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Steelers.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The quick slant caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Down. 90 Wolf.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 15. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
On the double. We got 25 to make. Hey. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alert 3, alert 3. Back.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This is Connor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Echo. Check my corner. Check my corner.
2nd and 6. And he slings one that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the film, son.
Throwing is Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch right. Here we go.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. 20, 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott, 69 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gerald McCoy coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kenny Young in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Orbit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
They go play action now. Jackson letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 56, Steelers 21. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Push him back.
Put down.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Let's go. 30 base.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Hit it.
On the run is Counter. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Defense, let's go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Topper! Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Target. Check. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
he's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the toss play, Howard. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 52. Rush 5.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Tight end's right. We got.
Hey, Sam off.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Shift. Watch the shift.
Check. Fresno. There.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I got you. Mike's 50. Watch the slip.
On 4th down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ryan Shazier. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready.
Line 36.
22-jet bombers.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 26. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Block.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to